Well, I'm always looking for things that can help us in language learning, all kinds of different little things. And one thing that struck me about the recent, rather amusing incident at the U.S., what do you call themselves, Republican Convention, is this whole issue around plagiarizing. And Melania Trump gave a speech, which everyone thought was wonderful, until they realized that she had word for word, more or less, word for word, copied 2 paragraphs out of a speech that Michelle Obama gave 4 years ago in a similar situation at the Democratic Convention. And of course, for Melania Trump, in fact, it's not very good to copy from Michelle Obama. But I was thinking, for language learners, actually that's very good. And so I regularly do that. It's not that I plagiarize, but if I'm reading something in a language, at LingQ, for example, I will save not only the word, I will save a whole phrase. Because just as Melania Trump thought that the way Michelle Obama had put words together was very effective, so she wanted to have those words in her speech, when I see phrases in Polish or Korean that I think, boy, that's how I want to say those things in Korean, so then I copy those phrases and I review them in my flashcards and so forth. If I were writing a thesis, I wouldn't plagiarize from someone else's work, but I think the idea that we copy phrases and sentences that we like and that native speakers use, that's a good thing. And often more than grammar, it's also a matter of kind of how words come together, word order. We can say something that's grammatically correct, but it may not be how the native speaker puts words together. But if the words are used correctly, then everything sounds natural. And the best way to do that is to save these phrases and make these phrases part of us. And then I find that I save a phrase, I read it, then I hear the phrase, and I start noticing the phrase in different places, and pretty soon I can use it. So I become a walking plagiarist.
We thought now would be a good time to follow up on our plagiarism theme and talk about some of the phrases that you guys have found and at least are trying to learn and trying to use, right? I mean, that's the idea. You want to find stuff that you think sounds good and say, hey, I want to sound like that. And so maybe you can talk about some of the examples that you found and where you found them and why you like them.
Sure.
Anna, you sound like you want to go first.
Sure, why not? On the other hand, which is I quote from Steve, actually. And for me, it sounds really useful because I can use it every situation. So that's why I choose on the other hand. Kick in the pants. I found this from article. I looked up the dictionary because I have no idea what this means at first. So they said a reminder to start or get going.
Right.
So I think this phrase is good for me. I have lots of things to start and get going, so
right.
I choose this.
I hope it was winning is the next.
Okay, the winning.
Yes.
Okay.
Either 1, 2, 3. You are cheating
No.
again.
That's paper. Rock, scissors, paper.
Oh, so it's true. Emily always wins.
Yeah, I always, really.
But that means you have to go, right? Or you don't go?
Yeah, she has to go. That was
So you
so
win.
he tricked her.
I
He knew she was going to win. He knew she was going to win, so he said the winner has to go next. That's
Oh. The first one is messed up.
Messed up.
Yeah, like and always disorganized.
I'm always disorganized.
Yeah, I'm always disorganized. So like my room is always messed up, and my friend always messed it up. Yeah, and like also I can use like I messed up my
Messed.
I messed up my whole day.
You messed up your whole day.
I'm pressed of full time.
Pressed.
Pressed. full time.
Yeah,
Means I'm rushed or
yeah,
yeah.
that's
Don't
good.
have much
I'm
time.
pressed for time.
Rushing.
Like today, trying to get your phrases ready or your article done.
pressed for time.
Pressed.
Pressed. Oh, I'm pressed for time.
Yeah, you don't. You. There's almost no
pressed.
words in English where you pronounce it ed, pressed. Imagine there's no e. There's an apostrophe.
Oh.
Tucked, pressed. The only time people pronounce that is in Shakespeare. They pronounce that. So they used to pronounce it that way. So you're just a little bit behind the times. You should maybe get into acting. Go act in Shakespeare.
So, actually, I just gathered a few which I have a strong connection to, because there's so many that I had to choose a few. So the first is sounds good. This is my favorite. And it's really good because it's so I can say it to any situation. Like if you like something, if you don't like something, if you just wanna leave. It's really good because I always struggle to if I don't want to be rude, but still I don't really want to talk about it, then I can say this, and I'm a nice person.
So now you guys know whenever he says,
Yeah.
sounds good, and then leaves. Basically,
No, but
you get the message.
just.
I got it.
So the next one I stole from Annie in the first week maybe. You are my priority, guys, because it was a good one. Yes, and it was first here in Canada maybe, and I priority. It's like you are in the priority place. Like what does it mean?
You guys are my first priority. That means if you guys have a problem, I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing and make sure I look after you guys.
Wow,
She
it's
said
so
that,
nice.
I guess.
Yeah, because I heard this word several times before, but that was the first time I understood how to use it.
Right.
So this is why it stuck in my mind. This is how my mind, and I think all the language learners' minds work.
Hello, it's time to pick a name for this t-shirt. Make sure you share our videos and hashtag LingQ Academy Live. And I'm gonna choose one. It's Mattel from Twitter. Congratulations and thanks for watching our videos.